What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. And there's a lot to talk about, okay? Chantal has been up or never went to sleep. But since about 4:30, she's been posting. Now, I want to go through each post. First post here. Yes, Lucy do tell. What are you doing on a hater panel talking about me when you look like FFG in 15 years? Thanks to whoever sent me this laugh out loud. I'm going to be completely honest with you. No offense to Lucy. I have no idea who this person is. So I did my best. I said, you know what? Yaba, if you weren't aware, this morning did a live stream, an open panel where anyone could come up. And I watched a little bit of it live, but not everything. So I went back and I reviewed it, and I thought to myself, this Lucy person has to be on there. Go through the whole thing. Don't see Lucy. But what I did see was the community. And I have to say, I put a message in that stream that I felt like I was watching like a real world-esque confessional. Remember Real World? They would go back in the room all by themselves and they'd look at the camera and they would tell you how they felt. There were so many people from our community, the important people in our community. I don't mean FFG, Chantal, Yaba, whoever. The important people is you, the viewer. That is the community. So when people say this community is nothing without this person, this community is nothing without that, no. The community is nothing when people stop watching. So it was refreshing to see all of these people come online and talk about positive experiences, time that they spent laughing, time they spent relaxing, de-stressing, times that they wanted to have a coworker watch with them or a family member, and they just couldn't quite get around to explaining what Girl World was to someone else. And I thought to myself, for all the negative, this truly is a great community of people. Yeah, some of the people we cover, yeah, some of the reactors, we all have our faults. But the majority of the people here are here for a genuine good time. Chantal, when you do something like this, all this does is push back against people who can be in this community. Because no one wants to be ridiculed by you. When I think to myself, why more people don't enter this space as a viewer, as a reactor, creator, however you want to go about it, I think of images like this. People don't want to be ridiculed. People don't want to be made fun of. And some people probably just completely turn away when things like this happen. And the sad thing is, there's room for everyone. Plus, more. It doesn't have to be 5, 10 creators. It can be 15, 20, 30. It just takes more of an open mind, and you're never going to get it this way. So Chantal, I don't know what you think you accomplish with these posts. They don't hurt Lucy. They don't hurt FFG. They hurt you. They hurt the community. Now from there, I'm not even going to bother showing you this, but Chantal shows her dinner. I don't know the most polite way to say this, but Chantal, if you think that anyone is going to look at you and say, I bet you that person eats large dinners of cauliflower and cabbage, onion, garlic, zucchini, mushrooms, and perhaps a sweet potato, some boiled eggs, and some cherry tomatoes, you are wildly mistaken. If you think that the problems that you have are rooted in sweet potatoes and eggs, or cherry tomatoes and zucchinis, then I'm sorry, you're wrong. I would make the argument that perhaps the largest part of the issue is that you are sitting here and essentially taking photos of your prey, your meal, your dinner, and then sharing that with people because why? And that's going to be what we're going to move on to next, because there's a lot of times that you don't have to respond. Right? Certainly, there's people that have made countless accusations about me. I don't respond to them because I don't care. In some ways, I don't care because you're never going to change someone's mind if they've already dreamed up these accusations. But in other ways, it's just not worth my time to go back and forth with someone. Now, granted, not going to be a total hypocrite. There are times. So, a couple days ago, when somebody decides to come out and say that I've created this massive multi-car pileup, I lost my license, I knew instantly none of that is true. That it doesn't even begin to have a shred of truth to it. So you can sit there in those situations, Chantal, and confidently call those people out and say, hey, you are making an accusation of me that is completely baseless. But if you're telling me, and in this case that person was, you're telling me you have all the facts to back this up, well, then I'll ask you to show them. And no matter how large or how small a channel is, you can still do that. So Chantal, knowing that there's a lot of things people want to see from her, a lot of people want to see success on her health journey. A lot of people want to see accountability when it comes to her meals. A lot of people, in some cases, want to see the marriage arrangement, the visa status. And the reason for those things is because Chantal's openness and inability to maybe keep things consistent have led to questions, right? The fact that she does travel seemingly every 3 months on the button does raise some eyebrows. The fact that she slips up periodically and talks about the type of traveling or visa run or hopping she's done. The fact that sometimes she'll say, "Why does it matter?" and then go on to keep it so secretive. Chantal, at this point, the mystery surrounding this has got to the point that I just don't think anyone cares. And unfortunately for you, the water has kind of become so clouded that even if you came out with the truth, no one is going to believe it. I firmly believe that. You could come out tomorrow and show a marriage certificate, a photo of you and Salah getting married in front of all of his family, and there would still be people, based on the last 2 years, that say there's no way this is accurate. So here you are, with this post of proof, receipts that you pay your debts, and you say people are lying about you, saying you don't. Chantal, again, much like with Lucy, I don't know where this is coming from. So you sit here and you show bank statements. You reference your marriage in terms of how you're able to afford this, and you basically say, I'm paying my debts, here's the proof, stop talking about this. Again, Chantal, I really don't know that many people were talking about it. But what this does open up is why you're sitting here showing your own bank records, yet you're not able to show the marriage certificate. And as I said before, whoever is sending this to you, whether it's Lucy, whether it's people talking about your debts, the response to them should be, I'm sorry, I don't need to see this. Thank you for sharing, but I can't do anything with this. I appreciate you sending me this so I know what's going on, trying to keep me informed, but now is not the time. Chantal, you've had years to defend yourself on the internet against multiple claims, okay? You are at a point now where in doing all of that, your health has continued to decline. You've went from saying you're not diabetic to being on insulin. You've said that you've lost 6 pounds overnight to saying you've gained weight, buying clothes that are larger sizes, buying clothes that are smaller sizes, buying clothes from Thailand that we've never seen again. Chantal, to bring things full circle here, if you feel like this whole community is based on you, right, that no one can survive on YouTube without you, then why are you not doing everything you can to reclaim your health, to keep us in business, to keep Salah there with you, to make sure that you have as many moments, internet-based or not, as possible? And instead, you are devoting, actually, let me rephrase that. You are wasting time in the early morning hours concerned with shaming a person that really no one in this community knows and showing bank statements from last year after telling everyone you don't even make enough money to make ends meet because Salah has this incredible business. None of this stuff should matter, Chantal. And you know what? If Salah is there and he's seeing this, he should have been telling you the same thing before you posted it. I'm going to leave you with the top comments from last video. I appreciate each and every one of you. And you know, when Chantal is posting her bank records at 5:30 in the morning, there's no way I won't be back as soon as I can with more commentary.